Hi, my name is Greg Fitzgerald. I am a California attorney. Been practicing in California for 22 years. My firm, Fitzgerald Campbell, is a law firm dedicated to debtor protection. And today, what I wanted to talk to you about today is, should I settle? As a part of every debtor protection settlement plan, we are going to get settlement offers from creditors. That is, you are going to get settlement offers, and the question becomes, should you settle? If you've seen any of my other videos or understand more of my plan, you understand that it's our opinion that you shouldn't pay any debts unless and until you have to. So the question is, should I settle? When should I settle? How do I settle? And it'll come up. So I wanted to answer a few of those questions in this particular video, and these are the things you need to look at if and when you have a settlement offer and you think that maybe it's something that you should consider. First thing is, can they prove the case? If they can prove up how much you owe, which is a rarity, but does happen, then certainly you need to think about settling that debt if they can prove it up. If they can't prove it up, there are many clients who still elect to settle because of the other reasons, because these are all factors that need to be in the mix, no one of which is determinative all by itself. So as far as making what ultimately is a business decision, though, can they prove up the claim is an important decision, a factor in that decision. The next thing is, do you have anything at risk? I mean, if they can prove it up and if they can get a judgment and they can be successful in turning their claim into a judgment, but you don't have anything at risk, there's no sense in paying it. I've had lots of, say, elderly clients who are in an old folks' home and have Social Security, and they'll get sued. The judgment means nothing, and any settlement offer really means nothing. Why pay even $1,000 on a $20,000 claim when they can't get the $1,000? So another factor is if you have anything at risk. Obviously, if you do have a job or assets or home, then when you have things at risk, that goes in the column of perhaps more seriously considering settling that particular claim. Credit rating concerns. If you're in the process of trying to improve your credit rating, then having this outstanding debt on there obviously is hurting those efforts. The fact that you settle it doesn't mean it's going to go away off of your credit rating, but the fact that you have a paid account versus an unpaid account can help your credit rating. So if your credit rating is something that you're concerned about or you're trying to work on, then that's a consideration as well about, well, maybe I should settle it because that'll start to help my credit rating. Another factor is whether you should file bankruptcy instead. Many times we'll represent a client, we'll go through the process of them trying to prove up the debt. They may or may not prove up the debt, but they'll have a settlement. The settlement costs more than the cost to file bankruptcy. And bankruptcy is an alternative, something that needs to be revisited at the time before you cut checks. And the timing, which I have down here, is very important as well, because what you don't want to do is settle several accounts and then 6 months later, a year later, file bankruptcy, because those settlements are all for naught. That's money, in fact, that you wasted. So timing as to what accounts you settle and when you settle them is all important. Again, more factors that your lawyer should be able to help you out with in determining whether or not a settlement is right for you. A big factor that we can't deny is putting it behind you. Most of my clients, and I'm sure most of you, want to pay your bills, and you would if you could. So the satisfaction of having resolved an account and putting that behind you, knowing that that is now resolved and assist you to go forward, is another factor that we can't deny. So all of these factors are important. In the end, it needs to be a business decision. It shouldn't be an emotional decision. Treat it as though it was your business and whether it was appropriate for your business to spend those monies on that account at that time. Seek out good legal advice. Get information. If they can prove the case or not, you really need to know that. So many times you don't know that. we'll be able to help you out with that. And certainly we'll be able to help you out with what's at risk and what isn't at risk, whether or not bankruptcy is an option for you or not. All of these concerns are factors that go into the hopper to assist on whether or not you should make a settlement or not. So if you have a settlement proposal outstanding, I would encourage you to look at these factors, take emotion out of it, make a business decision. Fitzgerald Campbell, it's a free consultation. We're always willing to help. Encourage you to check out our website, email us, call us. Again, all we really want to do is see what we can do to give you some assistance. Thank you for watching the video. And again, my name is Greg Fitzgerald, a lawyer at Fitzgerald Campbell. Okay, Kenny, this is the next one, which is the second to last one, which is save your money. And hopefully everything's going well. So standing back and get rid of that shadow. Okay. Hi. My name is Greg Fitzgerald. I'm a California attorney. Been practicing law in California for 22 years. I am a partner in Fitzgerald Campbell, which is a law firm dedicated to consumer rights and debtor protection. Today what I wanted to talk to you about is saving your money, and this is part of our debtor protection settlement plan. And what's important about saving your money, which may seem obvious to most or all of you, what happens a lot of times is there's a lot of either lawyers or debt settlement companies or other companies that tell you to send them money. I'm here to tell you, do not give your money to anyone. When I'm talking about money to hold, do not use an escrow account. I don't have clients deposit money in my trust account. You know why? Because money in my trust account costs my clients. That interest on that trust account does not go to me, it doesn't go to my client, it goes to the state bar. Anybody, particularly a debt settlement company that has you send money to them that they're going to hold in some other location that you don't know about, is asking for trouble. There's a million horror stories out there about people that have given their money to a debt settlement company or some lawyer and they've never gotten their money back. That money has just gone away. The old adage of keeping your own money in your own pocket is the smart thing to do still applies. It's not necessary to have somebody hold your money. The main reason they want to hold your money is so that they can make sure that their fee is protected. So if and when they do settle an account, they can get paid, and they get paid out of that pot of money. It's not necessary. So stay away from giving your money to anyone else to hold for you. Certainly, you pay for services. That's understood. What I'm talking about is somebody holding your money so that there's this pot of money that you can then go pay creditors with. You can do that all in yourself. You can do that all by yourself. And if you got to stick it under the mattress, you got to stick it in the backyard, if you got to give it to grandma to hold off, you're far better off having that money accessible to you. You know what you need. You know what you're going to have. And giving it to somebody else is money gone and never to be seen again. I can't strongly enough encourage you to not have somebody else hold your money, not only because it's gone, but it costs them money. It costs you to have somebody hold your money. So it's a bad decision to do that. It's continuing to make bad decisions. Don't have people hold your money. Even if you can trust them, it costs you money to do that, and that's a task that you can do yourself. You do need to save. You do need to save because you're going to get great settlement offers. I know in our office we're going to get tons of great settlement offers for you. So you need to be able to have that available. If you're not saving any money and I come to you and I say, hey, we're able to resolve your $10,000 Discover card for $1,000, you're going to want to have the $1,000. And if you haven't saved, you're not going to have it. So save your money for great settlement offers. And for no other reason, save it for rainy days. This is more important. Make sure you have some money, because if you don't have some money saved up and you don't have a rainy day fund, what are you going to do? You're going to go right back into debt again. What you're going to do is you're going to continue to use debt as a way in which you survive. If you have money saved up, either as a rainy day fund or some I won't even talk today about retirement funds. I don't want you to use those to settle, but you should be saving for retirement. But you need to have some money set aside to be able to take care of good settlement offers, be able to take care of emergency situations, so that you don't continue to use the cycle of debt. Fitzgerald Campbell, what we're about is trying to get you out of debt. We're trying to get you out of the debt for the least amount possible. The way that we do that is we don't hold your money, we don't charge you to hold your money. There's no cost for holding your money. That's going to save you in terms of getting out of debt. What you got to do though, your side of the deal is you've got to save it. So you've got something to work with. You've got to give us something to work with. If you don't, it won't settle. Plain and simple. But even more important than that, very important reason, is for you to break the cycle of debt, you've got to have some money and some cash available to you. That means you need to save that, and you need to set that aside. So in terms of savings accounts for settling debt, hold it yourself. Don't give it to anybody else to hold. Make sure that you do in fact hold it, or have somebody in your family or friend that you trust to hold it, not somebody that's out of state in some other location that you've never met other than on the telephone. Whatever it is that you do, hang on to that money. And hang on to it. Save it. Have it available. If you can do that, we're going to be able to get you out of debt, and we're going to be able to get you out of debt for less money. My name is Greg Fitzgerald. I'm an attorney in California, and I encourage you to visit our website. Give us a call. Our consultations are free. Happy to talk to you. We just want to help. Thank you.